Hello and welcome to a Nerdy Thursday. Let's see. I just wanted to start out with showing a couple pickups, talk a little Ahsoka and other stuff going on. Um, so my first pickup is this Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi. I have this in several different ones. I've become a little bit of a Fett from the movies collector, not so much Fett from the Book of Fett, but yeah. And then, because to me that's Jingo Fett. But anyway, uh, now and I've showed off some of the Batman series, and I was like, I don't have any Robins that's in the series, so I picked up my first Robin with the breather. Here's the mask over here. What's the other thing here? Some batarang or something in there. From the classic TV series. So pretty cool. From McFarlane Toys. Really love this line of the. This is the stuff that the Batman that I collect is from the TV series, or even the older TV series, and that's I don't find very much of that. I got a car, and that's about it. I think I might have a Funko Pop from that range. I did pick up. I showed this in another video, but I'll show this. I did pick up Star Wars Galaxy Topps trading cards. 3 chrome parallels per box. I don't think there's an auto in this one. But you know, I got it at regular at SRP. They're on they're a little pricey, around 200 on Topps.com. I know that's the chrome is what everybody's crazy for, but you know, I got the regular one because I just wanted the cards. Metroid Prime. I picked this up at Best Buy for like 20 bucks, I think. And I was just talking to a guy at work because he was asking me if I want to get the Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. It's going to be like $150. And I was like, I can't see me doing that. He goes, well, they're paying a lot to get it built. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I think 70 is too much for games. And I really, really like the next game I'm buying at regular price is going to be Assassin's Creed. I've already pre-ordered it. I'm getting the statue and all that in October. So I just can't see that. And this was another one. This game's like 7 hours long, I think. I know you could go back and play different ways. I picked this up at 20 bucks at Walmart. I just I've watched some plays throughs. I haven't got any spoilers. I haven't watched that much, but I kind of like the idea of it and the premise. So I picked it up, and yeah, I'll get to it one day. But it's just going to be. I've said it before on these Nerdy Thursdays. I really want to play the game like day one. It's going to, purchase. It's got to knock my socks off, man. Like I really want the AEW game, but I'm not paying $60. I don't think it's a $60 game. It's a $30 game. So once I see it down at $30, I'll pick it up. Most games are like that for me. It's hard to buy Switch games for like $60, $70, but man, they stick to that price, especially the Nintendo, their first party stuff. They don't come down on their prices. That's the price, and that's what it is. And even if you go to download stuff, it's that price. I don't get that either. I know you're buying, even when you buy a game now, like the discs, it's just basically a key for the game to download. You're not really getting the game on the disc. But that's what we're dealing with now, is these prices of everything has gone up. And I know when they sell I watched the thing before. So when they sell the actual systems, they're claiming they're losing money up front and trying to recoup it on the backside with selling the games. That's a tough sell too. I guess that's why PC games do so well. Most people have PCs. Yeah, they're a little pricey, but once you have one, the games, you can just download the games, and they can do a lot more. Not really a lot more, but just easier to make from my understanding. So that, with that being said, I just, it's hard for me to face, being the old guy buying games. I'm going to do a remember when. So I can remember when they were $15, $20 games. And I'm not even talking Atari. I mean, I go back as Atari was 2600 was my first system. I am talking Nintendo. I'm talking Sega, $24.99 for the longest time. And again, money was different then, but still, and even at $24.99, I thought was very expensive. But so I did a lot of rentals. Blockbuster, I rented a lot of games in my Nintendo Sega days. I watch videos with showing all the library of the games, trying to see how many I played and stuff like that. Where, what would be cool to play. So I have some of the systems. I have the Retro 5, Retron 5, whatever. And hopefully I'll have a set. I'm trying to get set up here where I can do some game sharing and things, and be a little bit more retro on these Thursdays, and bring a little bit more to the table. And that's something that a goal of mine in the future. I've done some goals for my other part of my channel, my goals for this part. And this might even become a second channel. Depends on how it takes off. So that this, I really love playing games. I just want to set it up so I can do a little bit better sharing. I can play online PC games just fine. Every once in a while, I'll stream when I'm playing, but try to do some more other stuff with that. And hopefully one day my job will be more first shift instead of second shift. So I can stream in the evenings. Now I feel like I work and sleep. Let's see what else. I watched Ahsoka. So I talked about the first 3 episodes before. I watched 4 and 5. 4 was decent. Setting it up for 5. 4 had Ahsoka and Ren running, going after the star map to find Bridger, and Thawne. I hope I'm not giving away too much. I'm not going to go into details. 5, at the end of 4, you see her teacher, and if everybody knows, it's Anakin, that she sees at the end of 4. So 5 starts with them two, and there's a lot of Easter eggs back to the cartoons and even earlier clone, no, not even, because she was just in Clone Wars cartoon and Rebels. So there is a lot of Easter eggs in 5 harking back to those cartoons. I thought was amazing. You kind of knew what was going on and why it was going on. You got to remember there's the Force. They had Disney's taken a lot of leeway with the Force. I had a problem with Princess Leia surviving outside the starship. Now Ahsoka survives being underwater for a long time. not giving a lot to how she got there and all that stuff. But very interesting. Enjoyed it. I'm trying to figure out why Mon Mothma is not taking up Hera and their search and understanding of Thrawn, with her being the leader of the rebels during the the war between the rebels and the Empire. You would think she would take all threats seriously, and she might be, and just showing on the outside, but it's weird how she's taken a complete 180. It, to me, doesn't make much sense. If you watch her in Andor, you watch her during the war, the original 3, which is 3, 4, and 5, the war, the rebels and Empire, before the Republic. You would think she would take all threats seriously for another Empire to rise, especially now you've had, this is after, or no, this will be before, I believe this is after, this is after the Empire and before the rise of whatever they are in the last 3, the Republic or whatever the hell they are. That story, I need to watch those. I've only watched those movies once because they didn't really grab me the same way. Even the first 3, the prequels that everybody really disliked, I didn't dislike them that hard. I've watched them several times. Jar Jar doesn't ruin my movie for me. I really enjoy some of the storylines in it. I really enjoy the fight scenes, the clones. And I don't get the same thing in Awakening and all that stuff because I don't know. That side just, the bad guys really didn't weren't bad. I mean, I've seen they weren't bad. Like, I wish they would have showed a little flushed out Phasma a little bit. And I've heard that I've got a couple of books on her that I need to read. I hope they do something else with that character to show a little bit more of her background and stuff. Because I think it was a waste in the movie to just have her there and then pretty much kill her off. I mean, she was kind of like the Boba Fett of their movie. I've read I get Star Wars Quarterly. I'm sorry if I'm going on long here, but I get Star Wars Quarterly. That's how much I love Star Wars. And in there, a gentleman wrote an article about the 3 movies and the arcs and how the arcs are similar. And they pretty much are. Like, you have Jingo, Boba, and then you have Phasma. Their arcs are similar. In the first 3, you have the Emperor, then Darth Vader, and then, Kylo Ren. But Kylo Ren, kind of in the 3rd one, changes after somehow his dad's in the Force. I don't another liberty that the Disney World took. Or maybe I'm reading too much into that. But I am really enjoying this Ahsoka series. I really, really enjoy it. This one has been probably, out of all the series so far, my favorite one, because the Mandalorian, to me, I got over the Grogu character very quickly, where everybody else was loving it. It's supposed to be about the Mandalorian and not Grogu or the child. And I guess now the Grogu is a Mandalorian. That might be what the premise is, but I do hope they come out with a third series to kind of, or a third, yeah. But with the writer strike, actor strike, I don't think Disney has done anything because each company is signing agreements, and so it seems like smaller companies are signing agreements quickly so they can start shooting, but the larger production houses are holding off. I have thoughts on that, but I'll wait till the end. I don't know how many of y'all have Hulu, ESPN, Disney package, but mine just took a significant jump. Had to rethink that. As much I love Disney, I love ESPN, and I love my Hulu. I love all three, but the whole reason why I went that direction was to cut the cord, and it is slowly just being this, and not have to have every channel, and I'm slowly might have to get rid of Hulu. I have Peacock and I have Paramount, but see, that'll leave off ABC. But I can get most of the sporting events on ESPN Plus, and but I might as well have all three if you're going to do all two of the three. Where are you at? I used to be around what I'm paying now just for Hulu, and that I was paying for everything. I have Peacock, Paramount, Max, Hulu, ESPN, and Disney. But now, just with those, and I used to pay for all of that when I'm paying just for the Hulu Disney bundle with ESPN Plus. And I have ESPN Plus for college football and hockey. I have to decide if that is that important to me. I might become a Raleigh, North Carolina hockey fan and just watch Carolina games. As much as that'll kill me to give up on my Caps. But with that being said, this is about the nerdy, and I think the television channels and everything for us nerds, for anybody, but to watch what you want to watch means a lot. And looks like the streaming was going to be the break for us to watch what we didn't have to buy everything to see the few things you wanted to watch. Because I know people get Crunchyroll and all that stuff and really love the anime and cartoons and stuff. And I think all of that's going to go away with this, whatever agreements these people sign. But I'll talk more about that in the future. Ahsoka, let me know how you're liking it. Is it following the storyline? I love some of the secondary and tertiary characters that they're flushing out in this world, especially the pilots of the X-wing. There's actually books on those pilots, which I think are pretty cool. With Hera's squadron and all that. It's been a fun watch. A lot of Easter eggs, a lot of action, and how they're going to find Edra now is pretty cool. It's how it worked in the Rebels cartoon. So if you want to know more about that, you can look it up in the Rebels cartoons. I told a guy at work, he's watching it, and I was like, you probably want to watch the two sets of cartoons. They're easy to watch. Clone Wars and Rebels. The same people are making them. They're very quick episodes, 20 minutes long at best. If you got the streaming service, there's no commercials. They just roll right through them. I've rewatched Clone Wars several times because that's one of them and Rebels are two of my favorite Star Wars series. Rogue One, of course, Empire Strikes Back is my favorite thing. But if I had to rank movies, it'd be like Empire Strikes Back, New Hope, Jedi, and then Rogue One. So next week I will be doing my video games monthly stuff. It's here. I just wanted to show some pickups, talk about some games, what I pick up, and a little bit about the streaming services and whatever. I mean, let me know how y'all are watching TV. There's a lot out there. I mean, I love Disney for all the Marvel stuff, and it's just easy. I don't go to the movie theater too much, so that's something, unless there's something, a big cinematic. But I have a pretty good setup here at my house for movies. I tend to just wait for them to come on Disney for free. As much as I'm paying, I would rather have it on there or Max, with the DC stuff. But the problem, I think Spider-Man is something separate, which I don't really like. I think Flash might be separate too under Warner Brothers. I think instead of it's in another house. Somehow they got the rights to those few Marvel characters, which kind of irks me a little bit. So let me know how y'all are watching all these shows and stuff. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend, subscribe if you haven't. Almost at 600. I'm knocking on the door. It's a slit. I've been doing this. It'll be 15 days. It'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow. I'll be 5 years for me. So until next time, see ya.